What's up, guys? Crew of Abstract Tiger Productions here. I am Chris.
I'm Drew.
And we are here with the final 3 episodes of Season 2 of Star Wars Visions. Episodes 7, 8, and 9.
Yes.
9, 9, 9, 9. Oh, sorry. Yes.
You get the reference. Let
us know. If not, well, you've been living under a rock.
If you don't get the reference, you owe us both a glass of milk.
I prefer mine chocolate. With Hershey's milk chocolate. Not the school lunch style.
Oh, I thought you were going to say not Nesquik.
Yeah. I don't know. I don't have a real preference, per se.
Really?
One's a powder, one's not.
No, they make Nesquik squeezies.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Oh, I have kids who are obsessed with chocolate milk. I can tell you. Nesquik makes the squeezy bottle.
All right. I just know it is the powder.
And I'll
from the, in the Quick Rabbit. Is he still the mascot?
Yes, but now he looks like the teenage version of himself. He's got
So he's in his emo angsty phase.
So the best way I can describe him is you take Bugs Bunny when he's the rough and tumble Bugs Bunny from the first Space Jam movie with the sneakers and the baggy shorts and the, he's got,
Okay.
And he looks like the gangster version of himself when he's talking about the Mike Secret stuff.
Oh, okay.
Take that and make it the Nesquik Bunny. Shades and everything.
Okay. So they tried to make him from the hood, in other words.
Yeah. So what we're going to do now is editing over here is going to look up this picture and he's going to put it right here. No. Pork.
Okay. Pork.
Find the Visions version of pork.
Watch our other episodes. I'm sure they're there. Not just the Star Wars Visions, but any previous
Star Wars content or He-Man content or
fill in the blank content.
anything we've had since, what was it?
Last Jedi came out?
No.
I don't remember.
So my first episode on the show was season 1, episode 3 of Bad Batch.
Right.
The replacements.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna say it was 4 or 5.
Somebody,
and I was like, somebody who is a trivia nerd on this channel, let us know in the comments because I don't remember what
I could go back and watch it and all of our content and go figure it out, but
oh, you would probably facepalm so hard on me sometimes.
Goodness.
No, this is what happens.
I think the only thing we have not poured. Now it's a verb. Great. All right.
What if?
No.
Oh.
Doctor Who.
Oh.
I don't think we've done that.
I think we might have. When we were talking about the Scottish man dog.
Okay.
The colonel of the ship that was trying to kill Dan.
Right. Oh.
Remember,
yeah.
He was like, man's best friend, in reality it's human.
Right.
Yeah,
okay.
Yeah.
I don't, okay.
I think we might have porged when we were talking about the dog man. And I can't remember his name, so let's make it feel... it starts with a Cass or something like that.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't remember. It's been a while since we watched
Casterdan or something? Or Castertan?
Yes.
Or maybe I'm thinking of a Black Chrysanthemum.
Yeah, you're thinking Black Chrysanthemum. Now there's a fusion.
Which is a Wookiee, not a pork.
That is also a true statement. It's not also the dog thing that talks. Now that would
No, because for the longest time I thought that was Liam Cunningham. Because the accent. And it turned out not to be, and I was very depressed. But I can't remember. My Doctor Who book is in the car. But I can't remember the name of the dog man. And he was in every episode.
All Not every episode.
A Flux.
Bad Batch.
It seemed like he was in every
It's-
episode of Flux.
Ah, not in this book. Not in this Doctor Who. Not in this.
Oh, is it in your other one right there?
Yeah.
Oh, get it.
I don't care. That's
Okay.
fine. I don't care right now. Anyways, that's not what we're talking about. Well, we are kind of sort of talking about it, just always in the roundabout way.
Nesquik.
Nesquik chocolate. Star Wars Visions. Yes. Going to wrap that up. So far, I have enjoyed pretty much all of them.
Yes.
So we'll finally give, I guess, a final ranking or something like that. Though I could pull an Eric from Blind Wave and say all of them are good. No need for a tier list.
You're not wrong.
Think it's something that he would probably do. I could definitely do that. So
Cheating.
what? Cheating? What?
So
What?
when we were doing our previous watch through, talking about the ranking, I was putting little check marks above the titles of the ones that I really enjoyed. And I thought that I had 1 through 3 and 4, 5, and 6. No, I've got episode 4 and episode 5 as my 2 favorite of the series so far. So that's cheating. I don't have a favorite from the original trilogy.
Oh,
That didn't sound
the
right.
original trilogy?
The first 3 episodes.
Season.
No, the first 3 episodes. My favorite one from the first season was the twins, remember?
Right. Yeah.
And then my second one after that was Ninth Jedi.
Yes. Which,
And your favorite was my least favorite.
I like the one with the Jedi 2 as well.
Yeah.
The one that
But the
I
one
think
with the 2 sisters.
the bunny rabbit lady.
Yes. Yes, that was your favorite.
Okay, I liked it. It was all right.
Going back and because
maybe I've watched it and my tastes have changed and stuff like that. But
so before we started doing Vision Season 2, I went back and watched our Vision Season 1 reaction, and you said your favorite was that one.
Okay.
And I was like, really? Yeah. That is literally my least favorite. That's the one that I could be like, go away.
Go away.
And yours that was go away was Toby, the Astro Boy.
Oh, yes, that one.
I remember things.
Because you recently watched it.
Well, define recently.
Within last 2 months. Yes. Alright. So, episodes 7, 8, and 9. Gonna finish them all out. Shall we get started?
Yes.
Alright. 88 Pictures presents The Bandits of Godok. Or Godak.
That's an interesting title.
Ooh. Yes. Train! Are we gonna get a train heist?
What is it, a lightsaber flute?
For candy. Typical child. Oh, jeez.
Okay.
That was...
You couldn't have done that from the beginning? Is there room at the end?
I was going to say, is it a Jedi temple that's just not been ransacked yet? But nope, it looks like a hotel.
You kids shouldn't be wandering too far from home.
Oh my gosh.
Is that a gonk droid?
Got to be quick about it.
Well, maybe, but it looks like... I don't know if you've ever seen the old sci-fi movie Silent Running. It looks like one of the
It doesn't
little...
sound familiar.
Okay.
Are we
Inquisitors?
about to get an Inquisitor?
Yep. Oh my.
so cool.
Dude. Yep, he's an Inquisitor. He's got the circle blade.
Which means it's a helicopter.
Yeah. No!
And the Purge Troopers behind him.
Yep.
Peculiar. I don't suppose you know any such girl with unusual powers.
Yeah, we wanted to take her to a nice place called Mustafar. That poor Gugnot. He's getting. Now in the middle of a
Using the sandstorm
sandstorm, yeah.
to freeze time.
Well, I think it's just in slow motion. The thing. Oh,
Well, that's an actual
Yeah.
in the game mechanics. You can slow time
yeah.
using the force.
Stop wasting my time.
Oh yeah, that's cool.
A Jedi in
The only bad thing
That's
is
cool.
with Vision's doing so many cool lightsaber fights, I feel like it's gonna make Saber Comp that much harder.
Yeah.
Because then it's like, oh, you're just copying this episode.
Oh no! They kind of referenced it.
Referenced what? I missed it. I'm sorry.
The helicopter thing.
Oh, I didn't see it. I'm sorry.
Oh.
Did she just cut his throat?
Yep. Ooh.
Okay, now this is Avatar. She's waterbending.
Moses was the original waterbender. Thank you very much.
You're not wrong. That's actually really funny.
Why can't he come?
This path is only meant for you. No need to fear.
So is it the hidden path, or is she gonna train her?
Maybe both. Doing the underground railroad thing and
Yeah.
to a more safer place where she actually can train her and get her abilities where
Yeah.
she's not just floating and dumping food on people.
Yeah.
Well,
Now you have 2 dead Purge Troopers and a dead Inquisitor.
aww. Well,
May the force be with you.
That was cool.
mm-hmm. Ah, that's cool.
Okay, I want to see the names
Yeah.
for the English voices. Okay. Okay. No, I don't recognize any of those names, unfortunately. Okay, so Charuk, Rani, the Inquisitor was Niraj Kabi.
Cubby, yeah.
Is Rugal the old lady?
I think so, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah.
That was a pretty interesting
yeah,
one.
it was. It was actually pretty good.
So did you ever figure out what animation style you were thinking of?
I couldn't.
Because you
think
said it
of
reminded me
it
of...
reminded me of something, but I couldn't. I just can't place it.
I remember back... So, you know, TBN has, like, multiple TV networks. And they have one that's animated shows.
Mm-hmm.
And I can't remember what the name of the show is, but it would come on after VeggieTales. And it was, like, stories of the Bible told in, like, a 3D style animation like that. And that it reminded me of that a little bit. Specifically, there's an episode that's Daniel in the Lion's Den that looked a lot like the older brother.
Ah.
But,
I wrote absolutely nothing down.
again.
Nothing
Again.
down. Yeah, that was a good one. I like that one.
I don't know if it's good
The
enough for a check
choreography.
mark.
Jeez. I like the fight choreography.
It was really good.
Yeah, it was.
I'm starting to realize the...
Let me back this up. You're not gonna see this again, but I'm probably going to keep it in the reference to the
helicopter blade?
helicopter blade. Yeah.
Okay.
Right in about in here.
Because
You.
playing... I don't know if this is a spoiler. It's in the trailer, so I don't think it'd be a spoiler since you haven't played Fallen Order. But essentially, he has a dual blade, right? Like a double-bladed lightsaber.
Yes.
When you start Survivor, and then in the midst of a fight, his lightsaber gets cut in half, and he becomes a dual wield. And so, the only real dual wielders that I've seen is Anakin was he showing off, Ahsoka,
Yes.
but now I'm starting to see more and more dual wielding that's really impressive.
Technically, what's his name? From the Umbara arc. The one Jedi with the 4 arms. General Krell.
Oh, well, yeah, but he's got 4 arms.
Well, he's dual wielding dual lightsabers.
Yeah.
So,
But it's the whole, and the way that she revealed her lightsaber coming
Yeah.
out of her cane
yeah,
was nuts.
yeah, that was really good. Because I was halfway expecting it to do like the one old Jedi Master from when Ahsoka lost her lightsaber, and
Yeah.
just the top of the cane comes off, and that's his hand. But it was she like splits it in half, and there's 2 of them. Like,
Yeah,
oh, okay,
and they're ignited already.
yeah,
And that's one of these things about these animation. You can't do that in the live action representations where it's like, it looks like it's been ignited the whole time.
Yeah.
That's one of the things in episode 1 of season 1. Remember the Ronin?
yes,
When he pulled it out in
Yeah.
reverse grip and it came out like a katana?
yeah.
Or I guess that would have been more of a wakizashi. But, yeah. Anyways,
Yeah.
helicopter blade.
Yeah.
My favorite part.
It's yeah.
Oh, okay. So that was just him spinning while
Yes.
jumping. Okay.
But
I was
it's-
thinking,
But
And he's just holding there with his hand empty.
Yeah, no, it's like I said, this is the nod to that.
yeah.
Because he actually
The only
spins
time
himself.
the only time that you see the helicopter blade in Survivor, the only time is the time that it looks the most weird.
It looks weird in general.
No, no, no.
There's no.
So-
it doesn't work that way. That's not how
Have
toys
you
physics
seen?
work.
There's a YouTube channel out there that it's like they took over what Robot Chicken originally intended. Okay, so you know how Robot Chicken has like the ongoing joke of I'm gonna be a grandfather, I'm gonna be a dad,
Kind of, yeah.
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 where he's Stormtrooper, I'm gonna be a dad.
That's he, but okay.
Is that
Yes.
I thought Robot Chicken did it first.
I don't
I was
know.
thinking Robot Chicken did it first, and then he was like doing a nod to it. Anyways, they do one where it's designing Reva's lightsaber,
Okay.
and she's like, "I want it to be double sided." He's like, "Oh yeah, I had double sided when I was your age," all that kind of stuff. And she's like, "And I wanted the cross guard to be a full circle." And he's like, "Hand protection, very smart." And I want it to be because lightsabers are usually about this long. I want it to be shorter so it fits inside the circle. And he's like, compact. You can put it in your pocket. And the best part is, and I want it to spin around so I can fly on it like a helicopter. And he's like, what?
What?
She's like, but father. And because the joke is that she's like, his adopted daughter is the joke inside the meme.
Okay.
And it's like, that way I always have the high ground. And then you just see Anakin's face inside the mask start tearing up. That's why the Inquisitors all have. And it's like, that's a great idea. I want all the Inquisitors to have it.
Okay.
If you know what I'm talking about, put it in the comments so he can enjoy it.
I don't know if I want to enjoy that. I can safely say my life will be thoroughly complete without having to see that. I saw enough in it in Rebels, which was more than enough.
Okay, so over under, we're gonna get a helicopter blade in Ahsoka.
No. I
Because
will.
it's post Inquisitors, but the theory is that these are Inquisitors that were still in training or whatever, like Balin and whatever. The two people that are using lightsabers is
If
that they're Inquisitors.
there is a helicopter blade in Ahsoka, not reacted to any more of the series, I'm cutting it off right there.
You heard it here first. Put a helicopter blade in the first 5 minutes of the first episode.
We will not get ever. I will not watch Rebels season 5 ever.
Yes. No, but here's the best part about it is you have to still put up the
I don't
reaction
co- I
as
don't
soon as it
care.
reveals it. You have only 5 minutes of the episode uploaded on YouTube. It's like I'm turning it off.
That's it. I'm done. Nope. I don't care if Ramona Flowers is.
Yes.
Sanula.
Thank you for finally. Okay.
I
We
knew
talked about that. I couldn't remember what her name was, and I just watched the movie the night before. It was driving me nuts. I was like, "Oh my gosh, the main girl! Oh my,
Okay. I think that's enough helicopter talk.
There's gonna be a helicopter in this one."
I hope not.
But did you see my point about the and I don't know if you're gonna keep this or not. But did you see my point about the saber comp?
Kind
I
of.
feel like the choreography, the more animated stuff that we get that's outside of the norm, like Visions.
Maybe. I don't know.
Like that was a great choreographed
Yes,
fight.
it was.
And that premise, the older Jedi protecting the young Jedi,
Yeah.
that was great. I mean, that's what won Saber Comp last year. Was it? She was like an aunt protecting her niece or a mother protecting her daughter or something.
Don't know. I don't.
But that was the Saber
watch
Comp
it.
champion from last year.
Well, I know that they've already put out the rules for this year and whatnot, so
Yeah.
hopefully we'll get going on that. And there is a theme. They went back to themes again, but anyways.
But does it have to have specific story beats?
I don't know. They just said it. They've upped the limit to 6 minutes this time, including the bumpers.
Mhm.
And then the theme is New Beginnings.
Okay.
That's what I
So I know
remember.
exactly what we should do. We should pick up from the end of The Last Jedi, and the little boy who has the broom that's looking out at the star,
Okay.
do like a time skip, and it's actually, you find out he's force sensitive, and him discovering his first lightsaber. And playing with it like, a kid would, but him playing with it gets the attention of an Inquisitor. Because they sense him in the Force. Boom, done, written, it's over. You're welcome, Jonathan.
I was not thinking that at all. I was thinking.
Dang it!
I was thinking of that homemade edit of a kid getting an actual lightsaber for Christmas, and he cuts the grandma in half. And
Oh my
sitting
gosh!
there. He's like, yeah, and just vroom, and then cuts the grandma in half and go like several different things. It's
Morbid.
it's an older video, but it's still funny. I don't know if I
That's
can find it. But.
That's about as good as the. You remember when Volkswagen had a Star Wars commercial for
Yes.
Super Bowl? The Darth Vader with the
With a little kid.
yes.
He's like, honk, honk. Yeah.
looks at his hand like, did I do
Like
that?
Grogu.
Yes.
Anyways, shall we get on with number 8?
Come on, baby, do the magic hand thing. Yes.
Ah.
Oh man.
Okay. Carl Weathers.
Love Carl Weathers. Grief Karga. Chief Magistrate.
Apollo Creed. We lost him too soon.
We did. We did.
If he
You
dies,
should have thrown in the towel.
he dies. Anyways, anyhow.
I need to throw in the towel.
All right, episode 8. Let's get going.
Apollo wouldn't let me.
Okay.
Alright.
All right. Yes. All right.
Tangents, baby. Tangents. Dark.
pit.
What?
Dark. Okay. Schedule. Oh, look!
that'll-
Another desert planet.
Yeah. That had a lot of apostrophes. It's almost like French.
Oh, this looks like Attack on Titan animation.
Oh, is that what this is?
It looks like it.
Dig?
Dig.
Let's go. Move it.
Alright, so it's holes. Got it. That's why the mutton chops are there. It's Shia
Dig
LaBeouf.
hole here.
Are they looking for kyber crystals?
I don't know.
That's a very...
Okay, they're bringing in more.
I was about to say, they dug very quickly.
There has to be something valuable there.
Is it going to bite him like Spider-Man?
Oh.
Or her?
Hello? It's shiny.
Is that what it is, kyber?
Bring that to me.
It sounds like Steve Bloom. What should there be like a mosquito in it? Oh, okay.
But we found it! There's more.
Oh my goodness. This is
Is this when they go digging for Titans?
quite no, this is like quite the like oh what time lapse. That's what I
Oh,
was
yeah.
looking for.
Reminds me of Andor. The 12-hour shifts where they're
Yeah.
building the pieces.
They've reached the end. We're finished. Well done, Commander.
Oh, don't tell me this is when they kill
no.
them.
Yep. They're just gonna okay. I thought they were gonna
Oh, I thought it was going to be open fire.
No, that's not what I thought. I thought they were just gonna dump dirt on them.
Oh my goodness.
No, they're just gonna leave them down there in the dark.
He's climbing out.
Rise. Rise. I don't remember what the actual word was. I just know it meant rise.
I don't know. Yeah, and he's doing it without the rope. Hey, it's Uncharted now.
I was going to say he learned how to climb from Tom Cruise. Oh no, that's definitely Uncharted.
Yeah.
Only way you'll make that jump.
Oops.
How'd you get out?
Yay.
An armadillo.
It used dig. It was super effective.
We need your help. On the outskirts of this city, there is a giant pit. Hundreds of us
Uh-oh.
are trapped down there.
Well,
Deep below the
you've
surface.
attracted attention, just not the right one that you
All
wanted.
stranded with no way out. And those kyber crystals, they were mined by us, not the Empire.
This is where you run.
His name is Rex. What is it? C-R-E-K.
Ow! Okay,
Nothing to see here. Go about your business.
move along. You forgot that line.
Mm-hmm.
Well, yeah.
I think
And
they're
they're just
throw him
gonna
back in the
throw him
pit.
back in it. That is.
Let this be a lesson to anyone who tries to escape again. Splat.
There's a lot more of them than there are of you, Mr. Commander Person.
Get them before they can get a shot off. Oh.
Yeah, pretty much.
What have you
This
been
is the
painting
Miles
this whole
Morales. I don't know. He's the Miles Morales. He's doing the tag. On the
Oh
wall.
yeah, absolutely. I'm just like, this dude's been painting the whole time. So
If the- yep. Oh, it's moving. Are you doing that, or is? Oh, it's reacting to her.
Oh,
It's blue.
your lightsaber will be blue,
Yep.
young Padawan.
All right. Well, that was interesting. It's a very interesting story.
Okay, let's see. This David Diggs. That's why I recognize him.
Ah, Steve Bloom and Matthew Wood. Yep.
Oh, what's
Okay.
Steve Bloom?
Yep.
Nice.
Ah,
Anika
Cedric
Rose.
Yarbrough. That's Cedric the Entertainer. No, it's not.
Wow. No, David Diggs. Now I know why I recognize that voice. Okay.
I'm not familiar with him that I'm aware of.
He plays both John Lawrence. No, sorry, not John Lawrence.
Okay.
Dang it.
I don't know who that is.
It's from Hamilton.
Oh.
He plays two different characters. He plays Thomas Jefferson and he plays... Oh my gosh, what is his name? Oh, the French dude. I just lost the name of the French dude. That was in the Revolutionary War. Marquis de Lafayette.
Oh, okay.
So he's Marquis de Lafayette, and he's also Thomas Jefferson in Hamilton. He's the voice of Sebastian in The New Little Mermaid.
Oh.
And if you watch
I'm
the
not going to see that.
yeah, and the Snowpiercer TV show, not the one with Chris Evans, the movie,
Oh, okay.
but in the TV show, he's the main actor.
Okay, well,
He is... Have you seen Wonder?
no.
You haven't seen Wonder?
No.
How dare you? Okay. I was gonna say he was the teacher in Wonder. What else has David Diggs done?
I don't know. But, anyways.
Anyways, I really thought that was Miles from the Insomniac video game.
Yeah. Well, that was interesting. It didn't go as dark as I had anticipated.
It didn't go as dark, but also we kind of predicted the story beats.
Kind of, yeah.
It was cool. I like the animation. I still
Yeah,
am unsure
the
what the
animation
animation studio was.
Yeah, the animation studio it was great.
It was really
It
fast.
gave me some, anime vibes there.
Yeah, you said Attack on Titan. Is that a French show?
It's a what?
Is it French? Because
No.
there was a lot of apostrophes
No,
in the
no.
studio name.
No,
Okay.
it's not. It's thoroughly Japanese.
Well, I was talking about the animation studio because all the apostrophes reminded me of French, like the language.
Or Klingon.
Too many vowels.
Gabra. Anyways, but I don't know. That was an interesting one. Like I said, it didn't go as dark as I would think. After they got done, I just halfway expected the Empire to start just pushing dirt on top of those people. Maybe that's a little
See,
too
I expected
dark.
it to be like an open fire kind of thing, and the main
okay.
guy that we saw
or just
Crux.
taking some.
start doing
Thermal-
blaster blocks,
Okay.
kind of thing.
Or even worse, them just taking some thermal detonators and just chucking them in there.
Yeah. See,
Kaboom! But no,
what
they didn't
I
do
imagined
anything
happening
else.
was that he was going to be the one that was force sensitive, and he was trying to kind of like keep it under wraps, kind of thing, because Order 66. And as soon as they start
Yeah,
opening
I
fire,
think this
he
is like-
blocks them and then uses the blaster bolts to climb out. Like he walks on
Yeah.
the blaster bolts because
Wow.
they're suspended in air.
That
That would have been neat.
would, yeah.
Totally defying the laws of gravity and physics, but
Too
we're talking about
video
Star
gaming.
Wars.
I don't
Well,
know. I think
I
this, based on the way this felt, this takes place way after Order 66. I think these are just like bunch of slaves that they just rounded up to dig a hole.
See, I feel like it's in the first 5 years or so
I think this
because
is
they're
post
collecting
that.
kyber crystals to make the Death Stars.
They've been doing that for a very long time. So this could just, this could be just like, all right, we need a few more to fill in these little holes or whatever. I
Yeah.
don't know how they decide. They
'Cause
never.
I know in Rogue One, off of Jeddah, they have the big giant kyber crystal that's being airlifted out as Jin and them are in Saw's lair. Remember that?
Vaguely, but
Yeah.
not really.
It was like a huge kyber crystal, like the size of a bus.
Yeah, because they tried twice to try to get one.
Yeah.
Saw blew up one in Rebels.
Yes.
And then I think near the end of the Clone Wars, they tried to abscond with one. It was one of the animatics from the season 6, but they never redid it. I think it eventually got. You can still see the rough like previs animatics of the story, but on Utapau there was like a giant kyber crystal that was trying to.
Were there a lot of kyber crystals on Utapau?
I don't know. I just know that's where the story took place.
Okay, because I know that one of the main plot points is Jeddah has a lot of kyber crystals.
Yeah, because it was like a big. At
It was
one
the
time,
original Jedi Temple, wasn't it?
I
That's why
don't
it's
know
called
if
Jeddah?
no, I don't think it was the original one. I think that's where Luke went looking for and ended up eventually was supposedly the original, according to what Han said.
Right.
in-
Yeah.
and Last Jedi, but I would imagine at some point it was like the one that was on Coruscant at some point in the past.
Yeah.
But
Because the
You know.
artwork in spoilers.
anyways,
So when they say the original Jedi Temple, are they talking about from the modern Jedi, or are they talking about Old Republic?
who
Because
knows?
the High Republic Jedi temples look completely different.
I have no idea.
I know
It
you don't, and
could
that's
be-
why I'm trying to avoid.
It could be left up to your imagination.
Survivor has ruined my brain because now I actually know stuff for the first time that he doesn't.
Jedi Survivor sounds like a CBS show. Anyways.
It's not as bad as Stars on Mars. Have you seen that? Or the
No.
preview for it? Okay, so it's 12 celebrities. It's a reality show. And they're in a simulation.
Mars. environment.
Yeah, NASA space
Okay.
camp. It's Mars environment. And William Shatner is the host. I've already watched the first episode and it's actually not bad. It's got Ronda
Alright.
Rousey, Lance Armstrong, Anthony, what's his face? He's a figure skater. A couple of comedians. Ariel Winter from Modern Family, the little nerdy glasses girl. But yeah, it's actually pretty funny.
All right.
Oh, Richard Sherman and Marshawn Lynch from the Seattle Seahawks are on there.
Because why not?
Because why not?
Because they need muscle.
And because literally the only reason why they made this decision, because it has to be a unanimous decision about who's going to be the base commander. The only reason is because Marshawn is so big he can't fit in the other beds. They made him the base commander so he could have his own room.
And
He's like, I can't sleep in there. Can I be base commander? That's its own bed.
it's its own
And they
bed.
were like, yeah, sure.
Sure,
That's
why
fine.
not?
We'll put you in charge of all of our missions, even though we can't understand half of what you're saying. It's fine.
Okay.
His
Well,
his grill is so big, it's like you can't understand him. It's like when you watch Lil Wayne, T-Pain, you know, those kinds of things. His grill is so big, he's like, and I'm like, subtitles. There was one where he had to give like radio transmissions, and he kept talking over the other people, and you couldn't tell what was him and what was static. It was great. Okay,
okay.
sorry.
Well, that's a tangent that.
No
has-
offense, Mr. Lynch.
Oh
but
boy.
that was a great tangent though, because we're talking about space.
Spice.
Oh, and Christopher Mintz-Plasse. is also on there.
Jeez.
Yeah, Christopher Mintz-Plasse is also on there. And everyone keeps calling him McLovin, and he hates it.
Of course, because that's the thing that everybody knows him
Yeah,
from.
he said that was 16 years ago. Do you realize how many acting credits I've had since then?
How to Train Your Dragon, all 3 of them.
Yes.
That's it.
And Kick A 1 and 2.
That's true, yes.
Yes.
But that's...
He's also the like stage manager or whatever from Pitch Perfect. The first Pitch Perfect movie.
Not Pitch Black. Completely different.
I just imagine him in the world of Riddick, and that would have been nuts.
He wouldn't... He'd be one of those people who died in the first 5 minutes.
Well, as his character from Kick A2 in the Riddick universe.
Okay.
Okay.
I think I only watched that once, and I was like, okay.
The second one or the first one?
Both.
Okay. The only reason I was excited for the second one is because Jim Carrey. I
And the
loved him
doggo.
as Sergeant Stars and Stripes.
He started, yeah, okay.
He was amazing in that role. And he covered his accent so well.
Well, you know.
I've never heard Jim Carrey talk something not Jim Carrey. So he's like, I'm a guy from Brooklyn, I'm a guy like this. I'm like,
Solid Snake?
it works! I'm surprised!
Alright. Well, alright. Last episode.
The dog's got the balls.
What?
I was quoting the movie. I'm so glad
Okay.
that you weren't paying attention.
I heard.
You can-
I was
like-
paying attention. I just did
I was
not
like-
understand a single thing.
If you cut it out, I could say it again, but I was like, I don't know if you want me to say it on camera.
Oh, that's okay.
Okay.
We'll wait till after.
You're going to be editing and be like, so that's what he said.
No. Anyways, shall we finish this off?
Yeah, that's a good idea.
All right.
Sorry, we're a little out of practice. I don't have my timing beats for the tangents yet. I've forgotten where my timing beats are. Like, you had beats ever?
Yes, it's usually when we are about to end the
Do
video.
anything. It's when we're going to do anything in regards to the camera.
All right, here we go. Episode 9. Triggerfish. Ow, song. Okay, I don't think that's how that's
So
pronounced.
it's Purgle.
The world of Korba is once rich with force-attuned Kyber, the crystal at the heart of the Jedi's lightsaber. Kyber's power is praised throughout the stars until an ancient order of Sith poisoned it, leaving it corrupted with the blood-red glow of the dark side. Over generations, Korba's people learned to mine the corrupted Kyber for the Jedi who, through painstaking effort, could restore the crystals. I didn't get to finish that!
The crystal to their form or something. Oh, that's a funky font.
Yes, it is. Oh!
Oh my gosh.
She looks like a stuffed animal.
Oh, this is stop motion. Like
Yeah, it
claymation.
is. Yeah. That's why it looks like a stuffed animal. All right.
Oh, what's the name of that studio? It's not Triggerfish.
This is Triggerfish.
I know.
Oh, but not
The one that's famous for here in America.
That looks like the ship from the one with the mom and the
Yeah.
from the Wallace and Gromit episode.
Yeah.
Oh, she's a Smurf who lives in a mushroom. This is giving me the Amazing World of Gumball vibes.
I've never seen it, but I understand what you mean by it. Animation wise.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ooh. It's calling to her. Okay. She like.
Apologies, Kato. My daughter. Sometimes she has more curiosity than sense.
Oh.
They call to you.
Oh.
I'm afraid Awu and I must get to work. Your Kaiba.
Of course. Thank you, Abbot. We are grateful for your labors.
This cannot keep happening. You know that to use your voice near the crystal is dangerous. You must learn restraint, Au. Do you understand?
So does that mean she can't talk at all, like Black Bolt style?
No, I don't think that means, but...
Okay, let's go.
Alrighty.
Oh. Ah.
Gonna let it go climb on something else. They created a really pretty world.
Mm-hmm. Those things.
Why couldn't we follow the butterflies?
I'm a beautiful little butterfly. Look at my wings. Sorry. Oh, wow. All of them are
Is that
just
all
reacting.
Kyber?
Yeah, I think they're all reacting to her. Yep.
And they're all red because they're all corrupted.
Yeah. But I think she has a more innate ability to cleanse.
She sings and it makes them go back to
Yeah.
clear.
I think she needs to finish.
Get away from this fire!
Yep. Purified it. It's like they needed to let her finish.
Mm-hmm.
That way they would all stabilize themselves. They eat weird.
Why do they eat so weird?
I don't. That's what I just said. They eat weird. But it's probably just a thing, you know, with the animation. But
Well, they also don't really have lips.
yeah, true.
All right.
They're like cat people, sort of.
You're the first of our kind to step out into the stars.
Wow. That's a giant field of Kyber just sticking out of the ground.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Oh, Cynthia Erivo. That's literally the only one I know. She's the new, are you familiar with Wicked, the musical?
Nope.
Oh. I was gonna say she's gonna be the new Elphaba, which is the Wicked Witch from the Wizard of Oz story.
Ah. East or west?
West.
Okay.
The green one.
Okay. The non-squished one.
Yeah.
Well, that one was interesting. Huh. I don't know. There's a couple of these. Well, these last two, 8 and 9, I'll probably have to watch again at some point to know really how I feel. I mean, I like them. Don't get me wrong.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't know. Predictable, maybe. It's a little. I don't want to say that, but maybe I don't know. I kind of figured that is where this one was going. Her singing would purify the entire mind's worth of corrupted Kyber.
Yeah.
But
Yep, I had my favorite.
well,
I just went back there and reread them and remembered them, and I'm like, yep, I got a favorite.
well, I don't know. I would probably have to racing question mark in a box. What? Oh, that's the the racing one.
The pod
Yeah,
racing? That's not pod racing?
Yeah, the Starship racing.
Yeah.
The Wallace and Gromit one that we made reference to.
It's got Wedge.
Oh, Empire stripped my planet. Okay, I'd have to probably go back because for me it's been a while since I've watched, especially 1 through 3. 4, 5, and 6 is a little bit more on my. I don't know. Overall, I liked it.
Yeah.
I like this season. I like the different interpretations. I mean, it's just the different studios and stuff like that, and whatnot. I mean, they all brought something different to the table for the most part.
Yeah, absolutely.
I know there's some that I've liked more than others.
Yeah.
So,
I have an ultimate favorite episode, a favorite animation style, and the one, episode 7 from this one, I really liked The Inquisitor.
yes. I liked that one.
But episode 5, Journey to the Dark Head, where they had to they thought that the only way to bring balance was to destroy the Dark Head, because remember the two celestial bodies?
Right. The 2 statues.
Yep.
Right. Okay.
And they realized that the only way to do it is to bring balance.
Right.
Because they both had to survive.
Because the one person figured out that it would switch between the 2 heads, whichever one it was supposed to be the dark one or not.
My favorite animation style was the first episode with all the paint.
Right. With
That
the
one was
white
really
and the black,
neat.
with the basically white background with all the splotches on it and stuff like that. Paint spots. Because that one was pretty.
And each
really
time she
neat
tapped
too.
into the forest, it changed colors around her.
Yeah.
That was really neat. Animation style. Favorite. The
storyline.
The story
Yeah.
itself.
Yeah.
And then I just really, as a character, I like that Inquisitor. Because it was almost like he was toying with him like the Grand Inquisitor does.
Right.
He was like toying with him like, I heard that there was someone with the Force around
Oh,
here.
yes, the one in episode 7.
Yeah.
Yes.
So I just killed them all.
Yeah.
I'm like,
Yeah, okay,
Bro.
alright. That's a play.
there's a Jedi in my hometown. What do you know? As he's
I'm
like,
gonna kill
got
everybody.
his throat slit. Well, no, as he's got his throat slit, he repeats.
Oh, yeah.
Essentially, there was a Jedi in my hometown. Who would have thunk it?
Huh.
And I just thought,
For
I
me,
liked-
it was
I
a
liked him.
Tuesday. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. It kind of reminded me. I don't. Have you seen the goofy Street Fighter movie with Jean-Claude Van Damme?
Multiple
but the guy,
times.
What?
Multiple times.
Yeah. And what's his name from Family? Adam's Family, who played Gomez. I can't remember his actor's name off the top of my head.
I don't remember the actor's name,
He
but I know
played,
the Baron.
Yeah, he played. Yeah, M. Bison.
Yeah, M. Bison.
Yeah, his probably the best line is like, "You remember this, this, and this," and for me, it was a Tuesday.
Yeah, it was
And that's
just another
how,
Tuesday. Yeah.
just another Tuesday. That's how I felt like that. Choreography wise, from what I remember, 7 is probably some of the best that I've seen.
Oh, absolutely.
I'm not saying that there isn't others. I would have to go back and rewatch and whatnot, because life has been hectic and I don't. The goofiest one, probably the racing episode.
I know my goofiest one.
Yeah.
Is episode 6, Spy Dancer. The one where it was
that
her
one,
son was the
yes.
Imperial officer.
Yes, that one I liked too,
I
because that was
I thought it was goofy. It didn't.
well,
Other than the fact that there was actually like a rebellion going on,
yeah,
and they were working with the rebellion and all that kind of stuff. That felt the most Star Wars.
yeah. She was using her talents to do what was to basically
And-
spy on the Empire.
Yeah, and I'm trying to remember.
liked
Were they
it.
twees? Were they?
I know
Twi'leks?
that there were. I don't think they were. There were some other alien
Okay,
race.
I was trying to remember. The first thing that popped in my head was.
Yeah.
But I liked
but
the
her-
premise.
Yeah.
I just don't think it was well executed until it got to the part where crap hit the fan and they had to reveal themselves.
Right.
Because she
Yeah.
recognized the son.
Yes. And
the heterochromia,
yeah, heterochromia,
which
yeah,
is what
and-
brought you were immediately
Yes.
called it. You were like,
Yes.
oh, that's her son.
yeah.
Yeah.
Because they had that flashback in there. I remember the story now. That one
Yeah.
was, I liked that one because, I mean, it was also sad because, you know, she got taken and had the one, I guess, protege or
Yeah.
apprentice underneath her that
Yep.
was the dancer and whatnot. To be, yeah, that was, I don't think there was one that I just outright just like, yeah, get rid of this. Like, like
No, not
in
like
the-
season
no,
one.
not season one.
If I had to say
I mean,
that there was one,
I'm pulling.
I didn't really
I'm
care
doing
for three.
an Eric from Blind Wave. They're all important. No need to get rid of any of them.
I didn't really care for number 3.
Which was you have to
The-
remind me one.
The two sisters, the mother
Oh
was
yeah,
killed.
yeah, right. And, they
and-
do the
The flower thing.
the paint
Yeah.
was like force sensitive and
Yeah, yeah.
glowed. Yeah, that one was odd.
Yeah, I didn't
Um,
really care for them. That was Punk Robot, which was one of the
Yeah.
studios I was actually familiar with.
Mm.
I really, really liked, and it was just called Sith.
Yeah.
Yeah, she was a former Sith. I am no Sith.
The one
Instead
that
of I
really
am no
got
Jedi.
me was, I think it's episode 2, was the one where the siblings or
yeah.
whatever went to go and
They were exploring the cave.
exploring a cave. and
Yeah.
they ran into the Sith crazy person.
Yep. And the
And
the
the
Sith
one-
holocron was the medallion the whole time.
Yes.
Yeah.
And the sister.
Speaking of
Got-
Adam's family, that was voiced by Angelica Houston,
Oh.
who played Morticia,
Okay.
with that Gomez.
Yeah. Okay. And my train of thought just almost derailed.
Sorry.
Yeah, okay, yeah, and it turned out to be a recruitment into the Sith.
Yeah.
Yeah. That one gave me the creeps
Yeah.
because of that whole twist I was not expecting. But overall,
That was
I
Cartoon
don't
Saloon.
I don't know.
I think I need to go back and rewatch.
Yeah.
1, 5, 7, and possibly 9.
Yeah.
Because those are the ones that I was most involved in the story,
Yeah.
but I feel like I missed something somewhere.
Yeah. But yeah, I think overall this
Yeah.
I don't know. I can't really compare them season to season because there's just so much diversity in amongst even the seasons themselves. So I mean, I can't say one of the seasons better than the other. Though, if they do a season 3, what region would they go to for? I know we discussed this in one of our previous ones, and then we went off on the weird tangents. It's like maybe Pixar and
Yeah.
DreamWorks and Sony Animation and all.
And that's when we talked about
yeah.
Studio Ghibli, and I told you
Yeah.
to watch Zen, which I don't know if you ever did.
No, I never did.
Wow. Seeing Grogu
Seeing
in
Grogu.
Studio Ghibli was just nuts. Okay, so
I don't know what I mean. This was pretty much. Granted, it was more like like European, South American.
yeah, European, South American. I think there was one Australian.
Yeah, there was. Yes,
Or maybe it was New Zealand.
something around. Yeah,
That was the one. That was your Wallace and Gromit one, wasn't it?
No, I thought that one was.
Because they had accents.
Well, that was. Maybe it was the Wallace and Gromit one. I equated that to maybe England, but I could have been.
Oh, see, I was thinking.
wrong.
I was thinking they were like New Zealand when it was the.
Oh, they also had an.
they take
they
their
also
house
had
flying.
the 7. Yeah, it was 7 was the one that had the Indian
Yeah, India,
India,
which was
so it was
absolutely insane.
yeah, that was good.
I'm
It was
just gonna say
pretty.
again that the
It was
Inquisitor.
very pretty. Yeah, that one was the Inquisitor. a
It was like watching Aladdin set in Star Wars.
Yes.
Which,
to a certain
if that
extent,
makes
yes,
sense.
yeah.
Because I got immediate Jafar vibes from that Inquisitor. So...
No, if they do the saber copter thing like they did the homage to and that's okay, but not like it. Oh gosh. Anyways,
I would love to
I've
see
already
somebody
rant off
actually
that.
try the Inquisitor helicopter thing in Saber Comp. I don't know how they would do it with the
It'd
laws
have
of
to
physics
have
unless it was
somebody-
CG, but
it would have to be CG or wire work or wire work.
yeah. But so I guess the only place to go now would be, excuse me. Oh my goodness. That just hit me. Sorry. Africa. All African stories.
Yeah.
I would love to see. Oh my gosh, I just blew my own brain. I would love to see a Star Wars story set in like ancient Egypt,
Ooh.
where it's like pharaohs.
Yeah.
That would be fun.
Yeah, I mean, that would probably be the only one that would probably get done there.
Make it like
I
the
don't know.
old Republic.
Yeah.
See?
The Sphinx has a Vader helmet.
That's basically what it is.
Only because the French shot the nose off. Because they were having fun one day.
Yeah.
For those of you who don't know what I'm referencing, the Sphinx in Egypt has no nose.
Yep.
Yeah.
Because it was used as target practice during,
Yep.
what was it, World War One?
One or something like that, or one of the revolutions. I can't remember.
I think it was
but
one.
I think it was probably one. Yeah, they just set up cannons and start shooting at the thing.
So...
I don't know. I could see more Middle Eastern influences, but it wouldn't be... I don't think it would be an actual animation studio from there, because I don't know if that's... I mean, it would be someone outside of the cities.
Yeah. After
or-
seeing Across the Spider-Verse and the Indian Spider-Man,
Oh, yes. Yeah.
and, you know, Kamala Khan being in the MCU and all that kind of stuff, I could definitely see, like, Pakistani,
Yeah.
Israeli,
Yes.
Lebanese, you know, something like
something
that.
like that, yeah.
But now I've blown my own brain, and I really want to see, like, ancient Egyptian Star Wars.
I thought you were going to go see, like, 90s angsty comic book
Oh my
version.
gosh. We already have that.
This is I lost my job. Sorry.
We already had that. Most of the EU with Luke is like that.
Oh, jeez. Yeah, Dark Horse Comics.
Before he meets Mara Jade, he's very like I was
Broody.
reading. Well, I was reading.
I'm Batman. I'm Skywalker. I'm Batman.
I was reading the original Timothy. Wow. I was reading the original Timothy Zahn, Thrawn, Heir to the Empire,
Yeah.
and Luke is living in the Empire's palace or Emperor's
Right,
palace
because
on Coruscant,
he
and
falls.
he's in the Emperor's bedroom.
Yeah, because I think, from what I remember, he falls partially to the dark side at that point.
He becomes gray.
Yeah.
He doesn't fall to the dark side.
I mean,
but
like
he
I said,
is
partially. But
he's influenced
influencing,
by
yeah.
the dark side.
Yeah.
Because even though he turned Vader, like saved Vader,
Yeah.
Vader did defeat his master,
Right.
which is how the ascendancy of
Obi-Wan.
the Sith Empire or Sith line works.
Yeah.
The master is destined to fall to the Padawan, or the apprentice.
Within the Sith, yes.
Yeah, within the Sith, because the rule of two. But since Luke was outside of that, that technically would have made him Luke's apprentice, or made Luke Vader's apprentice. But then Luke purified Vader, forgave him, brought balance to the Force, but that dark side, it didn't have an avatar, for lack of a better term, to go to.
Yeah, okay.
Like someone that was a representative of the dark side. Because we don't really have until later on
Rava
a
and
straight
Vatu.
I was gonna say a straight up Sith.
Yeah. Not since probably, well, I mean, one would argue probably Palpatine, but
well, that's what I'm saying.
yeah,
With
I mean,
Palpatine
before-
dead
yeah,
and Vader purified,
yeah,
the Sith was supposed to be no more.
yeah.
Then you get into, new trilogy or sequel trilogy. You got Snoke, still trying to figure out how he's a Sith.
He's a clone of Palpatine.
Yeah,
A clone.
yeah, but you can't.
Oh gosh, excuse me.
But you can't clone force sensitivity.
No,
that's the thing that
that's the thing,
Mandalorian
yeah.
has yet to explain.
Yeah, and well, it kind of, sort of, somewhere.
Because we saw the
along line.
Snoke prototype in season 2 of Mandalorian,
Yeah.
but you can't clone force sensitivity.
Or it was
So how does
more. I don't know. It could have been more of what Gideon was doing at the end of season 3, trying to make a clone of himself that was form sensitive, which is what all those were.
right? Yeah,
But, anyways, I don't know. But if they do it season 3, I'd be interested to see what they do.
oh, absolutely.
See what other takes. I mean, they could easily go back and do, other animation studios from, Asian countries or here in America. Granted, you could say we already have that with Rebels and Clone Wars, Bad Batch. But not to something like this, where you don't have typical, those animation studios they were specifically like the ones that were developed under Dave Filoni. They're specifically designed to do Star Warsy stuff, like other animation studios here in the U.S. or whatever, or in Canada.
Yeah.
That would be.
Are there any from season 2, now that we finished it,
Okay.
that you would want to see a sequel to? Because I'm still on the high horse about the twins.
I would think, because it's so fresh in my mind, the one with the episode 7 with
The Indian episode?
the Indian.
Yeah.
I don't want to call it the Indian episode. Granted, yes, it is, but it's the one where the sister is force sensitive. She is just basically showing off in the
Yeah.
Yeah. And,
Okay.
That one, perhaps, I would like to see maybe later on down the road, like how developed her abilities
Okay.
get. So, yeah.
I would like to see a sequel to episode 2. Which was the one with
the
Angelica
one,
Houston?
yeah, the one where the sister gets taken,
Yeah.
quote unquote, by the Sith master.
Yeah.
That would be another one to see what happens there. Does the brother or whatever he was, I think it was the brother, try to go and save her? I don't know, and if she is she broken? Too broken to? I don't know.
I don't know.
So,
It'll be interesting to see where we go from here.
yeah.
If we go anywhere.
Yeah. So
How long was it between season 1 and season 2?
I think
Was
it
it 2
like
years?
2 years, about 2 years, 2.5, something around in there.
Okay.
Because they have to give the studios time to actually come up with their stories and do the animation part of it. So,
Right, but I didn't know if
yeah.
I don't know if the pandemic had anything to do with the delay. So that's why I was trying to figure out how long it's been.
I don't know.
Like, is it possible we can have a 3
In a couple
this
of
time
years.
next year?
I
kind of a
don't
thing.
know. They would have had to have started probably mid-production of this season. That already picked out. Okay,
Yeah.
this is where we're going to go from here. Let's go ahead and get them started on it now. And
That's what I was wondering. Do you think that
I
we
don't
could
know.
we could have like sequels? Because then they've already got the pre-established storylines
don't
and
know.
animation.
there's still one that from season 1 I would like to see a sequel or continuation of is the one where the
The Ninth Jedi.
Ninth Jedi. Yeah,
Yeah, that was a good one.
Yes, that was a
That was a good one. That's the one with Simu Liu was the saber maker.
yes.
Yep.
So, anyways, that's our thoughts. Very briefly, I would imagine, but drop your comments down in there. Let us know which of the 9, now that they're all done, you like the most, you like the best, or not like the most. If you wanted to see any continuation of it, that sort of things. Which one had your favorite choreography in it? So yeah, the fighty, stabby, slashy. Anyways, yeah, I don't have anything else really to say.
Nope, I'm good.
All right, so
No tangents today.
yeah, we've did our tangents in the middle of this.
Sorry.
Oh well. No, it's good for us. Yay! We're maturing. Anyways.
My wife would disagree.
Yeah. All right. Well, thank you guys for joining us on this Star Wars Vision Season 2 journey. We will see you guys in our next video. Whatever that is. We'll see you there. So, yay. All right. Be sure to like, subscribe, hit the bell so you do not miss anything that is coming out. And we... Yeah,
You were doing so good too.
Yes, I was. Kevin Head. All right.
Nesquik.
Yeah, no. Bye bye and be blessed, everyone.